Yo, what's up YouTube? Today I'm back with another video, man, and today's video is on the top 3 best Rebirth builds for season 3. As you guys know, every single season I come out with the top 3 best Rebirth builds. So I did pick the top 3 best builds on my channel for you guys to make this season, and these builds are super tough. But before we get into the top 3 best Rebirth builds for season 3, can we get 100 likes on this video? 100 likes will be insane. Also, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 6K. If we can hit 6K before the end of the year, that'll be absolutely tough. Also, if you guys have any questions or need any help, leave a comment down below. I will try my best to respond. Now, let's get into the top 3 best Rebirth builds for season 3. And also, have a blessed day. Alright, so the position you guys want to make this build, you guys want to keep this build at point guard. I made this build at PG. If you guys want to make this build a shooting guard, you guys can. Height is 6'4". We want to be 6'4" on this build, and I'm not gonna lie, 6'4" gets a lot of attribute points, man. You can upgrade a lot of things on a 6'4". A lot of people lately have been making 6'4" builds, and I see why. So we want to go 6'4". Next is weight. We want to go with 178 as the weight because we do want to have a good speed with ball on this build. So we definitely want to go 178. Next is the wingspan. You guys want to go with a 6'10" wingspan on this build. We want to go with a 6'10" wingspan so we can get that 68 block, and I'm telling you guys, that 68 block is worth it. With the high flying denier bronze, it's super worth it. I have it on my 6'6", and it's amazing. So we want that on this build as well. And we really don't lose nothing with going 6'10". It just makes the build better. Once you guys are done with that, you guys want to continue. Alright, so upgrading this build. Make sure you guys upgrade this build exactly how I show, because just one stat can get you a completely different build. So make sure you guys watch the whole video and upgrade as I show. Alright, so first we're going to start off with finishing. Driving dunk, we want to go with an 85 driving dunk. And the reason I'm going with an 85 driving dunk is because you unlock a lot of animations at an 85 driving. I usually go with an 84 driving dunk on my tall guard builds. Like my 6'6" had an 84. But then I unlocked cap breakers. And I seen that with an 85 driving dunk, I unlocked 14 new dunk animations. And if you guys haven't seen my cap breaker video, make sure you guys go check it out. The cap breakers broke my 6'5 guard build. And you guys gotta check it out. You guys gotta go see what my 6'5 guard build is doing. So yeah, ever since I got cap breakers, my build has been moving different. And ever since I got this 85 driving dunk, my 6'6 been dunking crazy lately. So we want to go with an 85 driving dunk on the 6'4 as well. And as you guys know, offensive threat was able to dunk. If you had an offensive threat on 2K20 or 2K22, you guys were able to dunk very well. So we want this offensive threat build to do the same thing. So we want to go with an 85 driving. Next is our driving layup. We want to go with an 80 driving layup on this build. It will automatically go to 80, so we might as well make it 80 right now. And an 80 driving layup is pretty good. That's going to help us green our layups. And even if we have to make a contested layup here and there, we might be able to do that with an 80 driving layup. Next is our standing dunk. We want to make it a 45, but in all actuality, we want to make it a 47. Because if you guys want to be 99 on this build, you guys got to make it a 47. I try to put it somewhere else like free throw, but it wouldn't let me. It would only let me put it on standing dunk. So we want to go with a 47, but what we really need is a 45 standing dunk, because a 45 standing dunk unlocks standing dunk animations, and we want those standing dunk animations. They come in clutch. They're super helpful. I always make builds with a standing dunk because those standing dunk animations don't get blocked. They're really unblockable animations. So we want to have those dunk animations. So go with a 45 standing dunk, and I'm pretty sure it unlocks other dunk packages as well. For example, not on this build, but on a 6'6 build or on a 6'5 build, if you guys want to have LeBron James dunk package, you have to have a 40 standing dunk. And I'm pretty sure there's other dunk packages that have those type of requirements. So we just want to go with 45 just to be safe, but 47 to be 99 on this build. And that's all we want to do for finishing. This build can finish very well, just like how an offensive threat should be able to. Next is shooting three-pointer. We want to go with a 91 three-pointer on this build. If you guys do remember our offensive threat on 2K20 and 2K22, it got gold shooting badges. It always had a gold shooting badges. It never had Hall of Fame shooting badges. On this 2K, yeah, we could go with gold limitless range, but gold and silver are really not different at all. I have tried both, and I feel like I shoot the same with silver and gold. So we want to go with a 91 three-pointer and just get limitless range on silver. You guys can definitely shoot consistently with a 91 three-pointer. You don't really need anything higher than that. Unless you're making a 5'9 build and bringing it to the stage, you don't really need any more shooting than this. If you're just shooting regular three-pointers, quick stops, and peaks, all you need is a 91. On my 6'6", I have a 91 3-pointer, and I shoot very, very well. I think in the 3v3 Pro-Am, I shoot almost 60%. And in the park, I shoot above 50%. And with a 91 3-pointer, we do get Deadeye on silver, which is very, very good. You guys can hit a lot of contested shots with silver Deadeye. Limitless range on silver. Like I said, I don't really see the difference between gold and silver. If you guys really want gold, what you guys can do is when you guys hit season level 30, you guys can just upgrade this to gold. But I really don't recommend doing that because silver is all you need. We also get set shot specialist on gold, which is super, super good. Very, very helpful. And that's not just catch and shoot shots. That's off the quick stop too. So if you guys know how to quick stop on this game, I hope you guys do, because that's a very great way to shoot quick open shots. Set shot specialist helps with those as well. And we do get shifty shooter on gold. That's why you guys need a 91 3-pointer as well, because you guys do get shifty shooter gold with a 91 3-pointer. You guys want to be able to shoot fade away 3-pointers and mid ranges on this build, because that is very lethal on this game this year. If someone gets hit by a screen and you shoot a fade at the 3 line or in the mid range, it's most likely going to be open every single time. Even if they get a late contest, it's going to just be open. So we want to be able to go crazy with those fades, and we want to have shifty shooter on gold. And that's all we really need for shooting. Next, we want to go into playmaking, pass accuracy. Pass accuracy, we want to go to 70 pass accuracy. And I know a lot of people will not like this, but a 70 pass accuracy is good. You do not throw slow passes with a 70 pass accuracy. I get if you're playing like 5v5 Pro-Am, not 5v5 public Pro-Am, but like 5v5 private matchup Pro-Am. I get you want to have a high pass accuracy, you know what I'm saying? But a 70 can do the job. In the 2s and the 3s, a 70 will work. A 70 will work. Even in the rec, it will work. And also, this build can play 1v1 court. Once you guys see this defensive stats, you guys will see that this build can go in the 1v1 court. When I made this build, I had that in mind. I'm like, yo, I want this build to be able to play in the 1v1 court. And sometimes people go with a crazy pass accuracy and you lose a lot of points to upgrade other stats. So before you guys just start upgrading this pass accuracy even higher, which you guys can if you guys want to, look at the other stats we get on this build, then think twice about upgrading it, because you could get a lot of good other stats on this build. Just stay tuned. Next is ball handle. We want to go to 95 ball handle on this build. Come on, man. We got to be able to dribble on this offensive threat build. This offensive threat build gets Ankle Assassin Hall of Fame, which is a very great badge. I've been cracking a lot of ankles lately since getting Hall of Fame Ankle Assassin on my 6'5 build. I have people going on the floor and all, man, twisting their ankles, everything. Ankle Assassin Hall of Fame definitely works. Definitely great badge. Handle for days, we have it on Hall of Fame. We got to be able to dribble on this build, and we want to have enough stamina to dribble on this build. So we're definitely going to need that Handle for Days Hall of Fame. We also get Unpluckable on gold, which is also super good. Next is Speed with Ball, and this is probably one of the most important stats in the game, man. We want to go with a 91 Speed with Ball so we can get Lightning Launch on Hall of Fame. Speed with Ball is super, super, super important. Never ever go with a low Speed with Ball on a guard build, because you guys will be affected by it. A lot of lockdowns will clamp you up if you have a low Speed with Ball on your build. You're really just making it easier for them to clamp you up, because you will be moving slow if you have a low Speed with Ball. But we have a high Speed with Ball on this build, so we will not face that problem. If anything, we're going to be zooming around the court. We're going to be zooming around the court very, very quickly because of this Lightning Launch Hall of Fame and this 91 Speed with Ball. So I just want to give you guys a quick disclaimer. Do not go with anything lower than this on this build, because you will regret it. I'm telling you, you will regret it. Speed with Ball and agility and speed, those three stats are super important this year. Last year they didn't matter, but this year they matter so much, you know what I'm saying? So we want to go with a 91 Speed with Ball and nothing lower. And that's all we want to do for playmaking on this build. This build offensively is insane. That's why we call it the offensive threat. The build name is not offensive threat, but I'm calling it the offensive threat because offensively this build can do it all. It can shoot 3 at a very high level because it has a 91 3-pointer. You're able to dunk the ball very well at a high level because that 85 drive and dunk. With an 85 drive and dunk, you get insane dunk packages like Clyde Drexler, like Julius Irving, and many more other dunk packages. We have a 95 ball handle and a 91 speed with ball, so we're going to be moving very, very quickly on this build, and we're going to be able to combo up on this build. This build is an offensive threat, bro. But this build won't only be good on offense. It will be good on defense. So for defense, what we want to do, we want to get into the interior defense. We want to go with a 70 interior defense on this build. And the reason I went with a 70 interior defense on this build is for the 1v1 court. I play 1v1 court, so, you know, I need that interior defense. If you guys play 1v1 court, you guys definitely want to go with a 70 interior. I have a 63 interior defense on one of my builds, and it's actually pretty good. If I'm not going up against a post scorer that's just posting me down and throwing me out the way, I'm gonna get a contest on the layup every single time, and they miss almost every single time. So we definitely want to go with a 70 on this build, because we will definitely make people miss. If they go for bad layups or any type of contested layup, they're gonna miss. And on a 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan, that is very, very good, man. That's gonna definitely catch some people off guard. Like, oh, this guy's a baby, let me go lay it up on him. Nope, it's not happening. But 70 interior is not the only thing we will have. We will have a block on this build. We want to go with a 68 block on this build. We're not gonna let them score on us in the paint, man. So easy. They're gonna have to earn that bucket, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna just be coming in the court and just slashing on us every single play. No, they're gonna have to shoot a 3. We're gonna make them shoot a 3, because we have that 68 block and that 70 interior. If they pass us and they're trying to get a dunk, guess what? We're chasing it down, because we got high flying denier on bronze. But if we're in front of them the whole play and we're bumping them, we got interior defense for them. So we definitely want to have these 2 stats right here. It would definitely help you in the 1v1 court, in the 2s. On the 2s, you're not going to need help defense from your center. You don't have to tell your center help. You got it, because you have a 70 interior, you got a 68 block. You got the paint yourself, you know what I'm saying? Unless you get pulled up on by 2 post scorers. That's when you're going to need your center's help. So we're able to guard the rim. Now we got to be able to guard the perimeter very well. We want to go with an 87 perimeter defense. And the reason I went with 87 perimeter defense is because I have cap breakers. So if you guys are a starter 3 and you guys have cap breakers, go with 87. Then put all your +5 on perimeter defense, so we could get a 92 perimeter. And when we have a 92 perimeter, we're going to get challenger on gold. We're going to get on-ball menace on gold. We're going to get pick dodger on gold. And when we hit season level 30, we can make any one of these badges Hall of Fame. So we could go with challenger Hall of Fame, on-ball menace Hall of Fame. Season level 15, I'm pretty sure pick dodger is in there. But season level 15 badge elevator, we want to put that on high flying denier and have it silver. Putting the +5 cap breakers on this build will make this build a lockdown, man. And that's the reason why I went with an 87 perimeter, because I want this build to be a lockdown on defense. So not only we are an offensive threat, but we're a defender at the same time. This build is going to go so crazy with that 92 perimeter defense. If you guys do not have cap breakers and you guys don't think you're going to hit starter 3, you guys can definitely put this down to 85 and just keep the silver badges. But if you guys are starter 2, starter 1, and you're planning on hitting starter 3 and veteran 1, go with that 87 perimeter defense, add the +5 to the perimeter, and then you guys will be all set. And to make our on-ball defense even better, and to make the 6'10" wingspan even more worth it, we want to go with an 85 steal on this build. With an 85 steal, we get glove on silver, which can help us with on-ball steals. But not only that, we get interceptor on gold, and interceptor gold is amazing. You guys definitely want to have interceptor gold on your builds, and it really doesn't even cost too much. It's an 85 steal to get gold interceptor. This badge is super helpful, and we have a 6'10" wingspan, so we're definitely going to be able to catch the lanes, man. We have 6'2" builds, 5'9" builds, catching steals, catching interceptions. Man, imagine us on a 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan with gold interceptor. We're definitely going to get those lanes. So just to make our defense even better, to make our on-ball defense even better, we want to go with an 85 steal. And I also forgot to mention, if you're starter 4, you guys get Steve Francis on this build. Steve Francis, probably one of the best dribble moves in the game. Like, I'm telling you guys, this build is, yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro, this build is just different. This build is just truly different. Steve Francis on this build, what? And that's all we want to do for defense. Last but not least, we want to go into physicals. Speed, we can keep it at 86. 86 is a good speed. It automatically went to 86. We don't need anything higher than that. With an 86 speed, you guys are able to keep up with the people you are guarding. If you're guarding a guard, if you're guarding a lockdown, anybody, you guys should be able to keep up with 86 speed, so we don't need anything higher than that. Agility, we want to definitely go with an 83 agility with this build. I have an 82 agility on one of my builds, and I cap braked it to 84. And my player is just moving different on defense, bro. Like, the difference between 82 and 84 is just immense. So that's why I went with 83, because anything you could add to agility would just help you a lot. It would just help your defense so much, so that's why we just want to have a good agility on this build. And the next upgrades are preference, you know what I'm saying? You guys can go up on steal. If you guys are planning to hit veteran 1, definitely go +1 on the steal. You know what I'm saying? Go with an 86 steal and be a 99 overall on this build. And you guys really don't want to have an 86 steal, you guys want to have a higher free throw. You guys can definitely go with a higher free throw on this build and make it like a 70, I'm pretty sure it goes up to. But for me, I'm definitely planning on hitting veteran 1, so I'm going to go with 86 steal on this build. Alright, so the position you guys want to make this build, you guys want to make this build a shooting guard because we want to be put at the 2 when we're playing 5 and Pro-Am. Height, we want to go with 6'4". I know you guys are thinking like, wait, why are we making a 6'4 lockdown? This build is super quick. This build gets insane stats at 6'4", and all these small guards are 6'2". They're even going 5'9". So us being 6'4" is not even hurting us. It's actually pretty much helping us because we are able to keep up with these 5'9" guard builds that are getting made and the 6'2" guard builds that people already have. So we definitely want to go with 6'4" as the height. Weight, what you guys want to do, you guys want to go with 234 so we can get that Hall of Fame movable enforcer while also having a max wingspan. Wingspan, we want to go with max at 7 foot. And once you guys are done with this, you guys want to continue. Alright, so upgrading this build. Make sure you guys upgrade this build exactly how I show, because just one stat can get you a completely different build and build name. And I wouldn't want that to happen to you guys, so make sure you guys watch the whole video and upgrade as I show. Alright, so first, we're going to start off with finishing. I wanted to make sure this build had a driving dunk because my new 6'5 guard build that I have, if you guys want that, let me know down in the comments below. But this new 6'5 guard build that I have, it has an 84 driving dunk, and I'm having so much fun with that dunk because I'm getting cradles, I'm getting LeBron James dunk package, I got Clyde Drexler. I'm just flying around the court with the dunk, and I realize it's super important on 2K25, especially when this game, it's hard to be consistent sometimes. That driving dunk comes in clutch, so we want to go with an 84 driving dunk on this build as well. You guys will love this. You guys will have so much fun with an 84 driving dunk because of the dunk packages you get. But we also want to go with a 45 standing dunk. The reason we want to go with 45 standing dunk is so we can get actual standing dunks. This unlocks standing dunk packages, which are very good. And that's all we really want to do for finishing. We have a standing dunk, we have a driving dunk. We don't really need a driving layup because we're most likely to get a driving dunk anyways. And if the layup's open, we're automatically going to green. And we also have a 45 standing dunk, so that will allow us to get a secure dunk that's not blockable. So we want to keep it at this for finishing. Next, it is shooting. What we want to do, we want to go with an 85 three-pointer. We want to have an 85 three-pointer on this build because we want Deadeye on silver. We are a 6'4 guard. We definitely want to hit contested shots sometimes. And we don't want our contest to affect us. We don't want people to get a 5% or a light pressure contest and we're breaking because we don't have Deadeye. We want to have Deadeye on this build. Deadeye is super important. I have it on my lockdown build with a 73 pointer. It pops up a couple times, you know what I'm saying? So it is working. It is helping. And I would want it to help you guys too. So you guys definitely want to go with an 85-3 so you guys can unlock that Deadeye. We also get limitless range on bronze. So this build can play hash. This build can play hash. So you guys can spot up there if you guys want to. That would definitely help out with your guard. You know what I'm saying? If he's getting clamped up in the three-pointer and you're open, you guys get to hit it from deep. But not only that, if you guys hit season level 30, you guys can extend this to silver. You get a tier 1 badge elevator, so you guys can make limitless range silver on this build and hit from even further, or green consistently from further. If you guys do want set shot specialist on gold, you guys got to go with an 89 mid-range. So take out your driving dunk and go with an 89 mid-range, and you guys get set shot specialist on gold. And you also get Deadeye gold too, which is not bad, but I'm telling you, with this game, you definitely want to have a driving dunk on you. It's super important this year. You guys with an 85 three-pointer and set shot specialist silver, you guys should be able to be consistent at the hash, consistent in the corner, and just consistent all around the three-pointer. Because the 85-3 is super high. That's a high three-pointer in my opinion. Especially on a lockdown. Lockdowns don't touch 85 three-pointers. This is a lockdown with an 85-3 and an 84 driving. That's already rare right there. And wait till you see the defensive stats, bro. Like, this is crazy, bro. Next, we want to get into playmaking, pass accuracy. Pass accuracy, we want to go with a 65 pass ac. I know you guys are 6'4", but this is not a guard build. Even though you probably can dribble on this build because of the 74 ball handle you get because you upgraded your driving dunk. But this is not a dribbling build. This is a lockdown build. A lockdown build does not need a high pass accuracy. All you really need is a 65 because all you're doing is resetting the ball back to your guard. Or if you're sitting corner, you're passing it back to the hash, and maybe the hash has a shot, or they pass it back to the guard. You don't really need a high pass accuracy to do that. And a 65 pass accuracy is not slow. It's decently quick. It's not slow at all. So I definitely recommend going with a 65 pass accuracy on this build. I feel like it's worth going with a 65 and not going anything higher because one, you're saving stats for other things like defense and physicals, which you guys will see soon. But of course, if you guys want to, you guys can go higher. Ball handle is already at a 74 because of our driving dunk. which is not bad at all. Probably get a dribble move here and there. Our player can get to the paint maybe with a dribble move or something, or we could get ourselves open at the 3-point line with a 74 ball handle. I don't really know SIGs that you can get with 74 ball handle, but we just got to keep it because of our driving dunk. Next is speed with ball. We want to make that a 77. This is actually really important, a 77 speed with ball, but it's just automatically upgraded to a 76, and I put it up by 1 so I can be 99 overall on this build. But this just automatically upgraded to 76. And we get lightning launch on silver, which is actually very important because we have a driving dunk on this build. But not only that, we have a 3-pointer, so we could get a speed boost on our lockdown build. Again, this lockdown is kind of different, man. A lot of locks don't see speed boosting on their builds because they don't have a ball handle, nor do they have a speed with ball. Lockdowns don't even have driving dunks sometimes, depending on how they made it. But this build can speed boost. It gets silver lightning launch, so we can speed boost to the paint, we can speed boost to the 3-point line. So we are not limited on this lockdown build. We don't have to be a statue in the corner or the hash. So we can do a little 1-2 to get ourselves open and get a bucket. I definitely like that this build gets a lightning launch on silver. I feel like it opens up opportunity for us as a lockdown. And also it can cause an opportunity around the court, because say if we speed boost to the paint and we kill our defender, maybe someone from the corner will try to come help us and we could just pass it to the corner. It just provides opportunity for things to be done on the court. It opens up the court definitely as well. And that's all we really want to do for playmaking. Next is defense, and this is where the build will turn to a lockdown, man. Perimeter defense, you guys want to go with a 96 perimeter defense. I went with 96 perimeter defense because I don't feel like you need a 97. You guys can go with 97 if you guys want to, so you guys can get Pick Dodger or Hall of Fame, but I feel like Pick Dodger Gold can do the job. I'm not gonna lie. Of course, Hall of Fame is better, so you guys can go 97 if you guys want to, but you guys will have to put down other stats. But if you guys want to go with this build with all these stats that I'm about to show you, definitely go with a 96 perimeter defense. And with a 96 perimeter defense, we get Challenger Hall of Fame, super important. We're not going to be getting shot over on the 6'4 guard. I know you guys might be thinking, I might not go 6'4 because I don't want to get shot over. These guards are 5'9 and 6'2. We're 6'4. We're still taller than them. And we have Challenger Hall of Fame. They're not shooting over us. Also, this build can get a 99 perimeter defense. So if you guys want a cap breaker perimeter defense at starter 3, you guys can go crazy with that and get a bunch of legend badges on the 6'4 lockdown build. This build has a lot of potential at starter 3. With cap breakers, this build can turn to something different. You guys can go with the higher driving dunk. You guys can go with higher steal, higher perimeter. There's so much endless possibilities with this build at starter 3. We also get on-ball menace Hall of Fame, which is our clamps, relentless perimeter defender. Feel me? This is the clamps. This is how we get bumpy. Definitely gonna need on-ball menace on Hall of Fame. Pick Dodger Gold. Again, I feel like it can get through those screens. If you guys want to go with 97, you can. And we got off-ball pest on Hall of Fame, which is basically clamps for the off-ball. But not only will we have a high perimeter defense, we will have a high steal. You guys want to go with a 96 steal on this build as well. Of course, you guys know I got you guys with the Hall of Fame glove and Hall of Fame interceptor. We are locked down on the court. We got to get on-ball steals. We got to be ripping these guards that are over dribbling and they're getting tired. We got to rip them when they're getting tired from dribbling. And we got to rip them when they're just standing still, doing nothing, just dribbling the ball up and down. We can rip them right there too. But I cannot lie, this game, on-ball steals are not super heavy like last year. Last year, you could get an on-ball steal every 2 seconds. This one, you got to know how to reach. If you know how to reach and you know the right time to reach, you will get an on-ball steal. Also, I feel like it helps with bump steals. That's just my opinion. I think it helps with bump steals. I go for blitzes a lot. I get a lot of blitzes on my lockdown. And I feel like it's because I have a high steal. It allows me to get good reach animations for a blitz, for a bump steal. So you guys definitely should go with a 96 steal so you guys can get Glove Hall of Fame. We are locked down, so we need to get steals. Also, we get Interceptor Hall of Fame. As you guys know, lane steals are insane. It's super broken. If you make a bad pass on this game, it's over. It's GG's. There's someone stealing that, you know what I'm saying? And we have 6'2 guards out here with a 79 steal getting interceptions. So you guys being 6'4 with a 7-foot wingspan, you guys are definitely getting interceptions, especially with Hall of Fame interceptor. And again, if you guys hit the cap breakers, you guys can have a 99 steal on the 6'4 guard build. It could be something different, bruh. You guys can even go ball handle. Imagine you guys go ball handle. You guys hit starter 3 and go ball handle. Then you hit the next cap breaker and you put more ball handle on it. Like, bruh, this build could turn into a dribbler. Yo, this build, I'm not gonna lie, this build could be something devious. Like, this is a crazy build. This build has so much potential. It's just a great build in general. You also need a block. Trust me, I would never go with a lockdown build without a block ever again. You guys want to have block in your build. I regret not having a block last year. I will not make that mistake this year. And with a 68 block, you guys get high flying denier on bronze. And trust me when I say high flying denier bronze does work. It does help. Interior defense, you guys want to go with a 61. All we really need is a 61 because on this game, your hands up defense, no matter if you're on a 7-footer, no matter if you're on a 6'5", a 6'4", hands up defense is not really the best this year. You really need to jump this year. You're not even just jumping for a block. You're jumping for a contest. If you want to contest someone, I'd recommend to jump. Of course, jump wisely. Not every time you have to jump. Sometimes you can literally put your hands up and they will miss. But in certain situations, you have to jump for a contest or a block. You're either going to get one of the two or you're going to get a foul. But trust me when I say, you're going to want to jump this year for a contest. It's very important to do that. And that's all we want to do for defense. This is probably the best, most all-around lockdown build ever. I cannot lie. Because a lot of lockdowns are not getting an 84 driving dunk, then getting an 85 three-pointer with limitless range bronze, then also getting a 96 perimeter defense and a 96 steal. And we're about to get into the physicals right now. You guys about to see this build is something different, like literally something different. We want to have a 91 speed on this build. And the reason I went with a 91 speed is because I realized on my lockdown, when I play, speed is important. I went with an 85 speed on my lockdown, and it's a very good speed. Don't get me wrong. 85 speed, I'm able to keep up with these guards. I'm able to go for interceptions in the inbound. I'm able to go for lane steals and still catch back up to the opponent guard. I'm still able to do everything with an 85 speed. But then I started playing with my boy Cully. I seen him with a 90 speed, and bro, his lockdown is like the Flash. He's running up and down the court. He's going left. He's going right. He's going up. He's going down. His player is everywhere on the court, and I just felt bad for the other team because he was getting a steal every single time, or he was getting a bump steal, or he was getting a block, or he was catching a rebound. Then on offense, he was backdooring. The people couldn't even keep up with him. And I was like, bro, I got to get a 90 speed on my lockdown. I might need that. And I went with 91 on this build because we're 6'4". We got to be fast, man. And these 5'9s, they're quick. Don't get me wrong. These 5'9s, they're fast, bro. Like, these 5'9 builds that people are making with legend badges, legend lightning launch, you're going to need to keep up with them. You got to have a 91 speed if you want to keep up with them. Well, you don't have to have one, but I recommend you to have one. Next is agility. We automatically have an 86. We want to make that 87 because agility is how fast you move from left to right. And again, like I said, when I see my boy Cully just moving left to right so fast and up and down so fast, I'm like, yo, speed and agility, I need that higher. So I went with a high agility on this build too, so we can go for interceptions from the left. We can switch back to the right so quickly. So more for like interceptions, bump steals. That's where agility is super important. So we want to go with an 87. It automatically upgraded to 86, so you guys can keep it at 86 if you guys want to. Strength, come on, man. You know I got you guys. 91 strength, man. 91 strength. You know I got you guys. Hall of Fame immovable enforcer on a 6'4" guard that is moving lightning fast. Like, this build is going to be moving so quick, and it has a Hall of Fame immovable enforcer. So these guards, you guys better watch out because we're going to be bumpy. We're going to be super bumpy on the 6'4" guard build. And if you guys speed boost with lightning launch Hall of Fame, don't worry. We have 91 speed. We're going to catch back up to you. Don't worry. We're going to be moving different on the 6'4" lockdown. I'm telling you. And if you guys hit season level 15, which I recommend all you guys to do, you guys can make this legend immovable enforcer. I have legend immovable enforcer on my lockdown because I hit level 15 on 2K. So make sure you guys claim your season rewards at level 15, and you guys can make this legend immovable enforcer. In vertical, we want to keep it at 64 because that's all we need. And we do have a few upgrades left, and you guys can upgrade this how you guys want. You guys can upgrade your interior, your block, your speed to be faster, agility. You guys can upgrade your pass accuracy, your free throw, your standing dunk, your driving dunk. You guys can upgrade it how you guys want to. I'm probably going to put it on pass accuracy so we can get a 69 pass accuracy. In the last few, I'm probably going to put it on interior so I can make people miss a little bit better. And free throw to 63. And we are 99 overall on the best lockdown build, man. AKA the 3-and-D 2-guard build. This build is cracked out. So once you guys are done upgrading this build, you guys want to continue. And we are a 3-and-D 2-guard, aka the best lockdown build. If you guys do like this build, leave a like down below. If you guys are going to make this build, leave a comment down below. I'm going to make this build. If you guys are going to make this build but change a couple things, let me know what you guys change. I'm definitely interested to know. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a blessed day. Peace. Alright, so the position you guys want to make this build, you guys want to make this build a power forward. My boy Kaz went with a power forward, so that's what we're going to go with as well. Height, we got to keep it at 6'9". So the reason he went with 6'9" is because he wanted to be taller than 6'7", because if you guys do not know, the 6'7s are going crazy. A lot of people are making 6'7" rebounding wings. If you guys want to see that build, definitely check out my channel. I have a 6'7" rebounding wing. And for Kaz, that build was kind of too short. He wanted to be a little bit taller, so he went with 6'9". And 6'9" is a good height as well. I feel like both heights are pretty good. But if you want to be more of a center, 6'9" is definitely the height to go with, while also having ability to play some good defense. Weight, he went with 242. You want to go with 242 as the weight. In the wingspan, what you guys want to go with? You guys want to go with a 7'4" wingspan. So we can get that 85 3-pointer, so we get Deadeye on silver and good shooting badges. And once you guys are done with this, you guys want to continue. Alright, so upgrading this build. Make sure you guys upgrade this build exactly how I show, because just one stat can get you a completely different build and build name. And I wouldn't want that to happen to you guys, so make sure you guys watch the whole video and upgrade as I show. And I do want to apologize if I do not sound clear in this video. I am kind of sick, so I'm kind of slurring my words a bit, but I'm gonna try my best to be as clear as I can. All right, so first we're gonna start off with finishing close shot. The reason we're going off with close shot first is because we want to make that an 84, and close shot is very important for standing layups. We do not want to miss our open layups, and we do not want to miss the light pressure layups, because those should go in every single time. To be honest, we shouldn't even have to upgrade this. 2K has to fix their game. They should not allow open layups to be missing. So this is really just 2K's fault at the end of the day. But if you guys want to confirm every standing layup, every bucket, go with an 84 close shot. If you guys do not care, you guys can put it down. And also we get Pink Prodigy on silver, which can help us score down low. Next is our driving dunk. We want to go to 84 driving dunk. I'm telling you, man, that 84 driving dunk is the wave. I'm pretty sure this build will be able to get LeBron James dunk package. It will be able to get Clyde Drexler, which is a very good dunk package as well. It will be able to get all the good ones that we need, man. 84 driving dunk is definitely the sweet spot this year, especially because dunking is very good this year. Of course, on a center, we always want to have a dunk, either standing or driving. But guards, lockdowns, it's super important to have a driving dunk this year because shooting is kind of inconsistent. But dunking will never be inconsistent because all you have to do is hold square and you'll make a bucket majority of the time. So we definitely want to go with an 84. Next is our standing dunk. We want to upgrade that to 50. I'm pretty sure we did this to hit 99, but I do want to tell you guys want to have at least a 40 standing dunk. Because if you go with an 84 driving dunk and you don't have a 40 standing dunk, you do not get LeBron James dunk package. And if you don't get LeBron James dunk package, I'm not gonna lie, you're losing out on good dunk animations. Those dunk animations are very, very OP. It would really suck if you guys just missed that because of a standing dunk. So trust me when I say, do not go lower than 40. Make sure you have at least a 40. I would say 45 is the best. But this build, because we upgraded our close shot, it went up to 49. We just want to put one more tick on it, 50, to be 99 overall on this build. And I know you guys are probably thinking like, whoa, 50 standing dunk on a center. You guys will get standing dunks. I have a 45 standing dunk on my guard build, my 6'6" guard build, and I get standing dunks. Like my player be like really stand dunking. Like you would think I put a 90 standing dunk on that build the way it's standing dunks. So I know this build being 6'9" with a 50 standing, it will get good standing dunks too. So you guys don't have to worry about that. And that's all we really want to do with finishing. Next, we want to get into the shooting. Three-pointer. What we want to do with the three-pointer, we want to make it a 77. On this center build, majority of the shots will be catch and shoot. And when you shoot catch and shoot shots, you don't really need a high three-pointer to do that. And also the green window is pretty consistent with catch and shoot shots. So a 77 is perfectly fine. You can definitely be consistent with a 77 three-pointer. We will get good jump shot bases. We will get good badges on the center build. We just got to upgrade our mid-range, which we will do soon. That midi cheese saves a lot of upgrade points. It saves builds, to be honest, especially builds like centers and lockdowns where they don't really go with a high three-pointer. That high midi clutches up and gives us badges and jump shot bases. So we want to go with a 77 three-pointer so we can be consistent. But to get the good jump shot bases and badges, we want to go with an 85 mid-range. And the 85 mid-range is super, super good. I really like that Kaz did the midi cheese. So we can get Deadeye on silver, set shot specialist on silver. And if you guys do want the jump shot for this build, again, follow my boy Kaz on TikTok. He will give you guys the jumper for this build. Just comment on his TikTok, jump shot for the 6'9" center. And he will make a video on it for you guys. Trust me. But you guys definitely can shoot consistently on this build. So that's all we want to do for shooting. Next is playmaking, pass accuracy. And he went with a 71 pass accuracy on this build, and that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. A center definitely passes more than a lockdown. A center passes are kind of important too. A 71 pass accuracy is fast. Do not let anybody tell you that it's slow. It's definitely leaning on the quicker side than the slower side. It's a very good pass accuracy to put on a center. We do get silver dimer, get break starter on bronze. I mean, I'm pretty sure break starter bronze is a tier 2 badge. So you guys can just use your season level 15 reward and make this silver if you guys really want break starter on silver. I do not think it's worth it. I don't really feel like break starter works too much on this game. But if you guys want to elevate this badge, you guys can. But 71 pass accuracy is super good. I like how he went with this. I definitely agree with this so much. And that's all we really want to do for playmaking. This build really won't have a ball handle or a speed with ball. It will have a speed with ball, but it will automatically upgrade, and you guys will see that soon. But the most important thing with playmaking was pass accuracy. Next is defense, and this is where you turn into a center build, but wait till you guys see what he did with the center build. It does not just catch boards and passes it back to the guard. It's able to do a lot of things on defense, and that's why I like the 6'9" popper build, because it's not just catch boards, pass the ball, shoot. This build is actually able to play a role on defense, and it's more defensively involved than a lot of other centers. So first we can start off with interior defense. We want to go with a 70 interior defense on this build. This build is 6'9" with a 7'4" wingspan, so if we have a 70 interior, we should definitely make people miss if we contest them in the paint. We will get paint patroller, don't worry about that. And just this year in general, I would not lie to you guys, hands up defense in the paint is not the greatest. It doesn't matter if you're on a guard, a lockdown, a center. Hands up defense on this game is just not it. I'm not gonna lie. You guys want to jump on this game if you guys want to contest. They definitely have to fix paint defense. It's not that great. I feel like last year was pretty good. This year, not so much, man. So if you guys want to get a contest in the paint and make people miss confirmed, like with like all certainty, you gotta jump. You gotta jump. Sadly, you have to do that. But for like the obvious layups that people just take a dumb layup and you contest it, they're gonna miss. Next is perimeter defense. My boy Kaz, again, he wants to play a role in defense. He's very aggressive on defense. He wants to help out the lockdown. For example, I'm the lockdown on his team. Whenever I get hit by a screen, it's a hard hit on the screen. He picks up. He picks up very well. And if that 5'9", 6'2" guard with mini marksman is about to shoot, he wants his contest to mean something. Because if you go with no perimeter defense and you pick up on a guard, they're going to shoot in front of your face and they're going to make it. But Kaz does not want that to happen to him. And I'm pretty sure you guys don't want that to happen to you guys as well. So if you guys are a center that loves helping out your lockdown when he gets hit by those screens, you do a lot of switching, you guys want to go with a perimeter defense and you guys want to make that a 74. Want to go with a 74 perimeter defense on this build so your contest can mean something, so you can help out your lockdown, or maybe if you're playing twos, you can help out your guard when you switch on screens. I feel like this is super important. We do get challenger on bronze, so our contest again will mean something. It will help. Next is our steal. We want to go with an 85 steal on this build, and that's why I like this build so much. Me, when I think of centers, like when I think of the best centers, I think of the centers that kind of play like a lockdown. They're like the second lockdown on the court, and that's what my boy Kaz went with. He wanted to be like a second lockdown on the court. He wanted to get those steals. Steals are super important this year. Interceptions are huge. They're very, very broken. Everyone can catch an interception, so that's why he went with an 85 steal. He gets glove on silver, so he's able to get on-ball plucks, which is super good. So if he ever picks up and he sees that the guard is tired, he can on-ball pluck a guard. Or, since he is the center, he's going to be on a center. The centers can't dribble. They don't have ball handle. He's going to on-ball rip them if they try to run with that ball. But also, interceptor gold is going to come in clutch so many times. That's an extra stop for the team. So if you have a lockdown that has interceptor Hall of Fame legend, he's already going for them lane steals. He's already playing those passing lanes. If the lock doesn't get the passing lane, guess what? You might get that passing lane. Now, if you have a guard like my friend Ant, he is a guard with a 79 steal. He's an interceptor on silver. Us two don't get the lane, he's going to get a lane. You know what I'm saying? It just makes it harder for these people to pass the ball. It makes it kind of scary for the guards to pass the ball. So I definitely recommend the centers to go with steal this year. Perimeter and steal for centers, I feel like it's essential and it's important. So I definitely recommend centers to go with steal and perimeter defense this year. I feel like it's super good and super helpful on defense. Next is block. We want to go with a 78 block on this build. Again, block is super important. We got to jump for contest this year. So we got to go with a block, and also just blocking shots is good too. We will get high flying denier on this build. Don't worry about that. We just got to upgrade our physicals, and high flying denier helps so much, especially silver. Silver chase down artist was always the sweet spot, always a great point. Same thing this year. High flying denier silver is going to clutch up and help a lot this year. So I definitely recommend you guys to go with block and make it a 78. Next is our offensive rebound, and don't think this build is a baby because it's 6'9". It will catch a board. Trust me, it will catch a board. You guys want to go with a 96 offensive rebound. And I was asking Kaz yesterday, I'm like, yo, why did you go with a 96 offensive? Is that more important than defensive this year? He said it's way more important this year than it ever was because the inconsistent shooting. People can't go 6 for 6 anymore. Nobody could go 7 for 7 anymore. 2K20, 2K22, 2K21, your guard could go 6 for 6. Your lockdown's going 3 for 3. Everybody's shooting well on the court. You don't need an offensive rebound. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's shooting well or shooting super consistent. You might have to catch an offensive board here and there, but this year people are going 0 for 3. People are going 3 for 7. Everybody is shooting 40 to 50%. Some people are shooting 30%. So we need an offensive board to catch those rebounds and get another chance on scoring. Offensive rebound is way more important this year than ever because people are just breaking on the court. And we need those second chance points because those second chance points are just like the best opportunity you get. I'm not gonna lie, when I miss and the center grabs the board, I know my second shot is chicken, it's open and everything. I swear to you, it's always like that, bro. Those second chance points really wins games, man. So we need an offensive rebound. It's super important this year. We also get rebound chaser on Hall of Fame, as you guys can see. Hall of Fame rebound chaser will help us get a lot of boards. Again, you guys can elevate this badge if you guys want to. We get pogo stick, we will get it higher, don't worry. We will get box out beast as well. We just gotta upgrade our strength, which we will do very, very soon. In defensive rebound, you guys want to keep it at 81. Again, like I was explaining earlier, that offensive rebound is way more important than defensive. And a defensive rebound, you guys can just catch that pretty much easily this year because again, everyone's bricking. And the centers on the other team, they probably don't have a high offensive rebound because they have a high defensive rebound. So you guys are in an equal playing field, so you guys don't have to worry about having a higher defensive rebound than this. That's all we want to do for rebounding. Next is physicals, another important category. Do not sleep on physicals this year. They're more important than ever. Last year, if you thought physicals were important, this year physicals are super important. Speed, what we want to do, we want to go with 81 speed. We do not want to be that slow center. If we're 6'9", we're slow. Come on, man. We can't be slow on a 6'9" center because one bad reaction, one bad steal attempt, and it's over for you. You can't recover. So you want us to be fast on the center so he can recover, so he can play lanes, so he can do everything that he needs to do on the defensive end. If you guys do not know, speed is how fast you run without the ball in your hand. So we need a high speed on the center build. Do not go with anything lower than 81 speed. Trust me when I say you will regret it. And I'm not even lying. You will regret going lower than an 81 speed. Next is agility, and agility is just as important as speed, man. You want to go with a 76 agility. It's super important to have agility this year because that's how fast you move from left to right. So if we're moving fast up and down, which is speed, we're moving fast up and down because we have a good speed, and we're moving fast from left to right, we're going to be able to play great defense on the court. Next is strength. You guys want to go with an 83 strength on this build so we can get immovable enforcer on silver, but also get box out beast on gold. And last but not least is vertical. And we want to go with an 83 vertical because we want to catch them rebounds. We want to get them blocks. We want to get everything on the court. And as you guys can see, we get pogo stick on Hall of Fame. Super important. We can jump as much as we want. You know what I'm saying? Of course, jump wisely. We also get posterizer on bronze, which can help us with our dunks. We don't get contacts on this build. We are able to dunk on someone though. Like, we're just not going to get a contact dunk animation, but we can dunk on people. It definitely does happen. We get aerial wizard on gold, which can help us with lobs. We have a high driving dunk, so we definitely can catch lobs. And we get high flying denier on silver. Again, super, super important, and it's super good this year. In the last few stats, you guys can put it where you guys want to. You guys can put it ball handle, post control, free throw. Might as well put it on free throw and have a 64 free throw on this build.